not getting anywhere with this von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert!
Hmm?
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is.
Погодите, там не сидим. Ну, одного сделаем, погодите. Полностью и кто там, ну, понял. Когда же?
If you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
А, есть мальчишки.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't...
Ну вот, целиком.
Finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No. Even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchert.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Bertrand's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about
Contrary
it.
to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with S.T.A.L.K.E.R., the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island. And only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah, don't! No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay for that.
You.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Как ничего много коробка улыбается. Черт.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Так, опа. Выбейте класс. Дипломат. Дипломат должен его компании очень красноречив, тактичен и убедителен. Разговор с собеседниками. Точное развитие политики. Оккультист. Оккультист, мастер обмана. Он посвятил свою жизнь науке и искусству, который идти по головам, не испытывая грызений совести. Детектив. Детектив и эксперт в расследованиях. Он замечает мельчайшие детали окружающей обстановки и поведения собеседников. Но на пути к цели действует решительно и прямолинейно. Так, ладно, оккультист, наверное, выберем. Так. Ну, наверное, убеждение вкачаю. Так, ну тут манипулирование вкачано. Психология тоже вкачана. Биология. Так. Подтвердить, удержать пробел. Ага.
I have been involved in all sorts of unsolved cases. Have you ever heard of the Abbey of Hexham?
Vaguely.
An ingenious scam involving mass manipulation on a scale never seen before.
There was a cavern under the abbey, wasn't there?
Exactly. The wind would blow in through spouts, creating a terrifying howling sound. So, to stop the howling, the priests called for offerings from the peasants.
And if they brought enough money, I'm guessing the priest stopped the howling. A perfect trick to fool simple souls.
Admit it, Duchess. That story kept you in suspense, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I'm delighted to find out that you were the young and brilliant French investigator.
For someone who only remembers the case vaguely, your memories are very clear.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Так сказать, честно, лучше не буду лгать. Я на минуту. как влюбился. Ладно, погнали.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Так, возможности. Применяйте навыки, чтобы обнаружить скрытые детали, выберите наиболее подходящие ситуации и имеет элемент окружения. Использование возможности не требует очков действия. Для применения необходим навык достаточно тяжелый. Необходимого навыка достаточно тяжелый, он был получен. Так, понял. Так. Видите. Шкала времени, если вы не дадите ответа определенного времени, он будет выбран автоматически. Шкала времени находится внизу экрана.
I'm heading off. Don't get left behind.
I'm coming. I
Понятно.
don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Желанием по ней определенных действий вы будете получать новые звания. Вы знаете, как разблокировать звания и какие преимущества они дают. Можно на соответствующей вкладке. Понятно. Сейчас, минуту. Настройки. Управление. Чувствительность. Во. Вернулся. Так. Опять настройки. Звук, субтитры. Нет, не то. Продолжить. Ладно. Вот хотя так проверим. Тут shift.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richer. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richer's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
So long as this one may might
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Нам позволяет давать свой ответ и соответственно совершать разные поступки, чтобы иметь навык, необходимый в очке действия. Чем выше уровень вашего навыка, чем выше уровень вашего навыка, чем ниже стоимость его применения. Понятно. Так.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials S.D.R. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
О, появник тут доступно. Пожалуйста, дайте мне поток.
Pass me the handkerchief.
But sir, my orders were to give it to my master.
Are you refusing to give me my own mother's personal belongings? Even though she was greatly looking forward to meeting your master, she's gone missing. And you seem incapable of finding her.
Oh, but sir, please.
And to top it all off, you refuse to give me the handkerchief that she so often let me use? Do I deserve such little consideration in your eyes? Is that what you wish me to report to your master?
No, certainly not, sir. Please forgive me, sir. I have been such an idiot. Here you are.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf? Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time. This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Ecco, momento. Eccolo.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Un momento. S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Ay. Продолжить. Взять пруд.
This might just come in handy.
Вот именно. Вот пригодится.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
Так, ладно, быстро тут все.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. see what's hidden inside. Let's look.
Так. Все какое.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
Это с идеограммами.
A letter written in an Oriental language.
Я не знаю, это
I haven't the
языка.
slightest idea what it says.
Так. Место С.T.A.L.K.E.R. Дай себе шайбу.
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there.
Так. Регистрированные письма. Место L.K.E.R.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
Смотреть остальные письма.
Probably a Dutchman. This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Prashi. No. Can't seem to place it. Samuel Ritter Dauchois. Mother, you test me even when you're not here. It's an anagram of Louis Moras de Riche. You wanted to write to me then. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Riche.
what is your game here, Mother? What are these strange turns of phrase? Never heard you speak like that. What's going on here? That you write to me under a pen name, okay. But here you go even further, by trying to avoid raising any suspicions should anyone else read it. I wonder if this Godoy is the person you came looking for. Think! Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar?
На поиск не включено. Не могу вспомнить.
I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
О, еще один нет.
Honey, the remedy of the gods. Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Так, моменту. Так, задействую железный провод. Надо было смотреть сначала. О, это я уже
That
поздно.
does it. Let's see what's hidden inside.
There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time.
And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Манускрипты по мере прохождения вы будете черпать знания из литературных трудов. Перед началом каждого задания вы сможете выбрать манускрипт и получить очки для навыков. Во как.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Рассмотреть еду.
Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. The bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days.
Смотри.
Shit! Those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this mean?
Смотреть пудру.
Bottom of the bag is covered in black powder.
Рассмотреть шару.
An iron key completely rusted.
Взять ключ.
You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
Ну, мы тут все смотреть, здесь самого.
Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her. Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
Так, открыть ворота.
Locked. I'll never get it open bare-handed.
Давай замок.
There we are.
Пустяков. Давай. Что у нас? Еще один.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Надо ехать выбрать сейчас минуту. Так, вот, увидел.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Смотреть булочку.
Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
The powder's wet. Not surprising, given the dampness of the dock.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. So, let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of the wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now. They'll be waiting for me. At least I hope so.
A Latin inscription. Annesis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus vergatur.
Так, перевести.
You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with.
И часть. Каждый человек, с которым вы знакомитесь, нас полностью обладает своим характером. К одним навыкам он может проявить устойчивость, к другим слабость, пользуйтесь его сильными и слабыми сторонами, столкнувшись с устойчивостью, вы потеряете неудачу, потерпите неудачу, почувствуйте измождение и воспользовавшись слабостью, верните одно потерянное очко действия. Понятно.
And to agree.
Бай. Поднимитесь в особняк. Ох, ё.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Вот это особняк. Строительный. Опа.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
Опа.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of S.T.A.L.K.E.R, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Противостояние. Противостояние. В ходе разговора вам необходимо преодолеть несколько этапов и завоевать доверие собеседника. Исход противостояния оказывает непосредственно влияние на развитие сюжета, поэтому не забывайте пользоваться навыками. Понял?
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Да, уже она давно.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Это экстренная тайна.
If you know my mother, you will understand that I cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry, but...
Do not worry, my son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you. Discretion and secrecy are both pillars of the organizations for which we work. You are the worthy son of Sarah.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Вы можете на меня положиться.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
I would expect nothing less. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Опа, последний этап противостояния. На последнем этапе вы должны убедить своего собеседника, выбрав нужную реплику. Если вы найдите неправильный ответ, этот этап будет повторяться до тех пор, пока вы не сделаете верный выбор и не совершите максимально допустимое количество ошибок. Понятно? Да, конечно.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Richet. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son, be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Скрытые элементы. Многие уголки, предметы, такие спрятаны, они могут повлиять на развитие сюжета, поэтому внимательно смотритесь по сторонам. Пока я буду смотреться тут. Опа, банк якорных цев стоит. Настройка якорных цев повышает эмпатию. Некоторое время будете видеть, к чему ваш собеседник испытывает устойчивость и слабость. Можно хранить не больше 5 банок. Понятно. Ничего. Давай будем пока осматриваться.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss. Blind Oedipus, blinded himself. What a tragic destiny. Maybe I should introduce myself to the other guests first. Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men. Open to Brutus's page. Caesar, stabbed by multiple blows at once, sees Brutus raise the dagger on him. Then, covering his head with his robe, he delivers himself to the arms of the conspirators. Nice family. Let's keep it. Might come in handy someday.
Тут, да, неплохо.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
Блин, где тут монетка была?
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Это где можно встретить фотографию? Я помню. Потому что я играл в нее, но в итоге не перестал проходить.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Да, согласен. Так, ладно, пускай тут не помешает. Так, ладно. Так, ладно. Так, одну минуту. Всем пока, до скорых встреч, с вами был Сталкер. Увидимся на странице следующих прохождений. Консол. За консол, точнее. Ну, неважно. Ну, вы не понял. Что вы видите следующее прохождение за консол, поставьте 40 и 50 лайков под этим видео. Я вообще на канале хочу набрать 150 подписчиков. Так что, пожалуйста, подписывайтесь. Мне практически 0% смотрит меня без подписки. А точнее 100% смотрит это. Практически 100% смотрит меня без подписки, а практически 0% смотрит меня с подпиской. Так что, пожалуйста, подписывайтесь и соответствуйте людям, пожалуйста, ребят. И прошу вас. И еще кое-что. В моей группе ВК проходит вопрос, какие две игры будем проходить когда наберем 150 подписчиков на мой канал. Ссылку оставлю в описании. Всем пока, до скорых встреч, всем удачи. Подписывайтесь на мой YouTube канал, в сетях, и на мой телеграм-канал, на мой YouTube канал. Все ссылки под этим в описании. Всем пока, до скорых встреч, всем удачи. Ставьте лайки, пишите в комментариях и советуйте друзьям. Пока.